Alright guys, you want the chance to win this custom overmolded RPG, all you have to do, leave a like on the video, comment down below, make sure you guys are subscribed. I'll be giving one of these away in next week's episode. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Building Vietnam in Lego, and today we're going to be working on a couple things. We're going to be working on filling in the grass around these trees and then kind of in all these blank spots. Then we're also going to be working on the telephone poles. I already put those up. I'll talk about those here in a second. And then we're also going to be working on the courtyard in the building, so this front section here. And let's just get into it. So first of all, I've been playing around with these telephone poles. I had a whole bin full of them, and I'm pretty much out. I have enough for 2 more if I really want to, but I don't think I need it. I almost think this might be too crowded. I have 2, 4, 6 of them. I might take one out and maybe space them out a little bit more, but the idea is I'm going to take thin black thread and string them like that. And I did that in Sinai Desert. I actually just threw away the thread because it's all bundled up and tangled. But I really like this idea. It adds height to the mock. It adds, like I said, different features, and I think it looks pretty cool. So having that on the edge of the city, I think is a cool little detail. Curious to see what you guys think. Let's actually do a poll up there. So the question is going to be, keep the telephone poles, yes or no. Curious to see what you guys say. But yeah, so I'm going to be taking a lot of these grass pieces in here, and I'm going to be filling in pretty much all of this here. So that's kind of the goal. And then I will be checking the P.O. box later today. I'm waiting on a bunch of flame pieces for the napalm strike, which will be right in this area here. And then I'm also, let's see, I think that's the only order I'm waiting on. I think I'm decided I might make this building light bluish gray simply because of time's sake. I don't know yet, but we're going to work on a little bit of everything. So let's go ahead and start on the grass, because I really am not looking forward to that, and let's just get that over with. Alright guys, let me give you a quick update. So I've used up a whole bag full of grass, and I've got all of this done here, so that was not here before. Then I finished up back here, all here. This front section was not done, that was all blank. And then, let's see, I think that's it. And then what I've also been doing is kind of making these pathways or these little trails a little more prevalent. And then I've also been adding some trees here and there, and I'm really liking that because, like I said, it's adding some height to the mock, it's adding different colors. So I only have this much leaf pieces, so I'm definitely going to use those up. I have smaller ones, but those are kind of harder to build with, so I'm going to try to use these up. And then I only have this many of these parts left, but I did order another couple hundred, so those should be here probably next week. So I'm definitely going to use up these parts, which will be great. I paid for them, might as well use them and put them on the mock. And then I might even be putting some back here. And then another package that I just got was actually 2 things. One, I got backpacks. Those are going to be for the Vietnam Marines. And then I also got the torsos. Those are downstairs though. And then I also got these 2x3 tiles. And these are going to be for, I'm going to make some custom Vietnam propaganda posters. So I have a couple propaganda poster designs, and I'll be making those and printing them on these and selling them on my website along with the Vietnam figures once they're done. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately. When are the Vietnam figures going to be getting done? And I got to wait for parts. That's the main thing. So I'm waiting for parts, and like I said, they probably won't be done for probably at least a month. I still got to wait for parts. I got to clean the parts. I've got to print the parts. There's a lot of work into that. So for those wondering, yes, they are on their way. Yes, they do take time. But yeah, so another thing I did, you probably noticed, is I took this off. I'm probably going to just take these off like this, just so I can easily work here, because it's kind of hard to reach over these and reach around them without knocking them over. So I'm probably just going to be doing this while I build. And just to get a close-up, I really like the way this grass is turning out. I think that looks really good. And like I said, I like adding the trees every now and then. It'll be interesting once I get the flame pieces, because like I said, I'm going to be doing a napalm strike right in this area. So actually, it might be further back on this trail so I can get some of the trees on fire. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. But also the outline of the helicopter, I don't know if it comes out on camera as good as it does, but it does look really cool. It's like a perfect circle. And like I said, the helicopter just barely clears that tree so I can spin it around. So I don't know. I think it's looking really good. I'm curious to see what you guys think of the mock in the comments down below. I'm probably going to I might take a break from doing grass, and then I might try to come over here and work on the courtyard a little bit. So I'm going to try to bounce back and forth, but let's keep working. Okay guys, so I'm working on the courtyard. First of all, I just added tiles to the tops of all those walls, but I'm working on this, and I got kind of inspired by, if you guys remember, I made this little vignette or mini mock, whatever you want to call it, a while ago, and it's a light bluish gray kind of destroyed building with dark tan accents, and I think that would look really cool in here. And if I did like the dark tan like spilling out onto the street, like the dirt got exploded or something, I don't know. I think this, picture this, if I hold this like right here, picture that. I think that would be really cool to do here. So I might be playing around with something like this. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do for this building. So I'm curious to see what you guys think, but I'm just going to start working on it. So I've got plenty of light bluish gray parts, got some dark tan plates, so we should be good to go. So I'm going to keep working on it. And I'll also be working on this section over here. One thing that I've also been doing for this building is there's a lot of parts in this room here. I have these bins that have like old mini mock parts in here. So this is like an old bunker I built. I've been taking parts from stuff like this. That's where I got this from. So kind of taking parts for that. I actually might leave that out there. And then this has a lot of light bluish gray parts in it. And then this bin down here has a lot of light and dark bluish gray, so that's been very useful, not only for this building, but for filling in sidewalk sections and whatnot. So overall, working very well, and yeah, so I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll come back to you guys here in a minute. Okay guys, this is what I have so far. So I'm building this building with basically light bluish gray parts that I have left over from other projects and whatnot. And I'm going to have to make a couple orders. I'm going to make some orders for some 4x4 plates in light bluish gray. Those are going to be used to cover this light, or not light bluish gray, to cover this dark bluish gray, and then also to fill in some of this section. I'm not going to do a complete floor, but I want to do a little bit more coverage. I want it to be like bombed out, and then there's going to be dark tan like dirt in here. I think that would be really cool. And then I'm also going to order probably some more of these brick bricks in light bluish gray. I really like those, and I just ran out of them. This brick right here, it's got the cool profile on both sides, so I'm going to order more of those to use in this build. And then I'm also, let's see, there's one other thing I was going to order. Can't remember. I think it was just those two parts, but it's basically to finish this up. Oh yeah, then fountain parts. I got to order some dish pieces to finish this fountain off. I started tiling that, but I can't really do too much without the actual dish pieces. You'll see what that is probably in next week's episode if I get these ordered today. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with the building. I'm going to, I think the dark tan will be cool because it'll add some color to the mock. And then once this is done, we'll have some blue because of the water. It'll add more color there. So I think it's going to look pretty darn good. I think like I said, the dark tan's definitely going to break up having so much light bluish gray. So I'm excited about that. And then I guess the only thing, so that's kind of on hold for now. So I got as much done as I possibly could. You can see how I did really battle damaged on these sides here. I'm going to do like a big blown open hole there. It's going to be pretty open in the front and on the left side there. And then like I said, I'm going to do another section like this, suspended up maybe in that corner on the back. So that's a work in progress. And then over here, like I said, I'm probably going to keep working on this because I have a lot of, let's see, I've got like 2 bags about this side. I think there's 200 or 300 grass pieces in one of these bags. So I'm going to probably use these, and I've got to basically fill in a big majority of this section here, all back there. That's pretty hard because it's hard to get, I want to get as further back as I can, as far back as I can under the trees, but then the trees are really fragile, so you just got to be careful and it takes time. You know, honestly, this section here, which is a pretty good sized section, that only took me like 10 or 15 minutes. The reason I know that is because I had a Spotify playlist playing that was only like 5 songs, and I just assumed they were like 3-minute songs, so like 10 to 15 minutes just to do this. So it'll probably take me like less than an hour to do all that, so I'll get as much done as that as I can in this week's episode. But yeah, that's kind of the plan of attack here. Then like I said, I'm probably going to start printing these propaganda tiles by the next week's episode, so look out for those. And yeah, there's a couple other things I can't talk about just yet because I'm working on them and I want them to be done before I show you guys. This is like product related for Vietnam, so I want to wait on those. But yeah, lots of stuff coming. I'm going to keep working on this and I'll come back here in a minute. Alright guys, we're going to be picking the winner from episode 43, so let's click this 3 times and the third person will be the winner. 1, 2, 3. James Compton, this episode is amazing. Thank you, James. All you have to do is shoot me an email through my website, BrickTactical.com, and we can get that prize out. All right, guys, that's going to do it for episode 44 of Building Vietnam and Lego. So next week, what to expect. Brass work should be finished. Hoping, cross my fingers, that I get the fire pieces for the napalm. Telephone poles will be done. I just got some thread, so that's great. And then also I'm going to be ordering parts for this building and then the courtyard section, as I call it. And then I should also be doing, let's see, probably more trees over here, but I'm not too sure yet. Like I said, I might run out of parts. But that is all for this week's episode. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe by clicking right here. Watch last week's episode there. Check out the full playlist right there. And once again, I post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And I will see you guys in another video. Stay safe, stay out of trouble, and see you guys next time.